point and the mosquito bites and introduce the parasite into the body, the drug will be available in the blood and then can kill the parasite in the blood or in the liver or will be able. Then in the clinical classification, tissue schizoticide means that drug which can kill parasite in the tissue, especially in the liver, that is Primaquine, the only drug which can eradicate the malaria parasite from the liver is Primaquine. Then second group of drugs like artemisinin, chloroquine, quinine, mefloquine and pyrimethamine, they are able to eradicate or kill the parasite in the RBC. In the RBC means just to cause erythrocytic schizoticide. And sometimes this is also called, this is exoerythrocytic schizoticide, which can kill the parasite before reaching the blood. Exoerythrocytic schizoticide. The only drug is Primaquine, and these drugs, artemisinin, chloroquine, quinine, mefloquine, they are the erythrocytic schizoticide. They kill the parasite in the blood. So this was the classification of antimalarial drugs. Chemical classification and clinical classification. Now we will discuss the individual drugs. In the first, they are the erythrocytic schizoticide, which comes under the clinical classification. Erythrocytic schizoticides. Erythrocytic schizoticide. These are the drugs which act as a erythrocytic schizoticide. They kill the parasite in the RBC. And the first drug which we will discuss is chloroquine. Chloroquine is 8-aminoquinoline derivative. It is a synthetic drug and it is erythrocytic schizoticide. It kills the parasite in the RBC. About the mechanism of action. Mechanism for action of chloroquine. About the mechanism of action of chloroquine. Chloroquine is given orally as well as by parenteral route. So when this chloroquine reaches the RBC, and then in the parasite, mind it, these malarial parasite, they reside inside the RBC. In the RBC, they attack the hemoglobin. Just they degrade the hemoglobin and specially takes the essential amino acid for their feeding. So when hemoglobin is metabolized, it releases heme. Normally, this heme is aggregated in the vacuole, in the food vacuole. Normally, this heme liberated from the hemoglobin, it is accumulated in the vacuole in the form of Hemosome means in hemosome the heme is packed. The heme is packed in a specific area so that the heme is unable to cause toxic effect. What chloroquine causes? Chloroquine doesn't allow the heme to be packed in the vacuole. Why? So that the heme radicals they are free in the RBC, in the parasite. So in the result, these heme molecules they cause toxic effect on the RBC membrane as well as they can affect the parasite membrane. So they both are ruptured and the parasite is killed. Means chloroquine inhibits the hemosome formation. With the result, these free heme molecules they can cause lysis of the RBC membrane and the plasmodium membrane. So with the result, the plasmodium is killed. And these chloroquine, it can also decreases the heme pH, and oxidizing the parasite. This is the second way, just to it increases the acidity in the parasite, which is again lethal to the parasite. The main mechanism of action is that chloroquine inhibits the formation of hemosome, means inhibits the packing of the heme molecule in the vacuole. With the result, the RBC membrane is lysed as well as the membrane of the parasite is lysed. In this way, it can kill the parasite. So this is the mechanism of action. Then the pharmacokinetic. Chloroquine is administered orally as well as by parenteral route. When taken orally, chloroquine is well absorbed and it is distributed to all body tissue. Mainly, the chloroquine is concentrated in the liver, in the kidney, in other tissues, and then the chloroquine can go into the RBC and kill the parasite. Now, this chloroquine is metabolized in the liver and then it is excreted through the kidney. Mind it, the chloroquine is also concentrated into the choroid plexus of the eye. That's why it can affect the eye as well. This is about the kinetic of the chloroquine. Then uses. Chloroquine is the main drug. Even up to now, it is the main drug to be used in malaria. In malaria, mind it. Chloroquine can affect all types of the plasmodium, Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium vivax. But this drug like the Plasmodium falciparum, it can get resistance against the chloroquine. In that case, chloroquine is ineffective. But in other cases, chloroquine is the drug of choice in malaria. So the first use is in the malaria, or it can be used as a prophylactic drug. It can be used as a erythrocytic schizoticide. Chloroquine is also used, as we have discussed, in the anti-amoebic drug. It can be used in the tissue as a tissue amoebicide, because it is concentrated in the liver. It can eradicate the amoeba from the liver. So the first use was in the malaria, second use in the tissue amoebiasis. So we can use chloroquine over there. And number third, we can use chloroquine in the night leg cramps, especially in the children. Sometimes they cry of the pain in the legs. In that condition, sometimes chloroquine is very effective. And number four, sometimes in rheumatoid arthritis, this chloroquine is used. So this was about the uses. And then the adverse effects. Adverse effects of chloroquine. Minor adverse effects are GIT. In the GIT, chloroquine in the GIT, it can cause nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. These effects are met in the GIT. Then second, it can cause hepatotoxicity. As chloroquine is concentrated in the liver, so it can cause hepatotoxicity. It can cause jaundice. It increases the hepatic enzyme, SGOT, SGPT. So this is caused over in the liver. Then in the eye, chloroquine can cause opacity of the cornea because it is concentrated in the eye. It can cause opacity of for prolonged use, it can cause opacity of the eye. Sometimes color discrimination. It can cause these types of adverse effects, blurring of the vision. These are met with the chloroquine. Then in the CNS, it can cause lethargy, numbness, tiredness. These types of adverse effects are in the CNS. Then 5 in the blood. Chloroquine especially, it can cause blood dyscrasia in those patients which are glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficient in that enzyme. So these are the adverse effects of chloroquine in the body. So today we have discussed the classification of anti-malarial drugs, the prophylaxis of the malaria, and then the first drug, that is chloroquine, which is erythrocytic seroticide. We have discussed them, and the next we will be discussing in the next lecture. We will continue anti-malarial drug in the next lecture. Any comments from your side you can record on the with the DME on the online, so we will be able to give you the answer of these comments. Thank you very much.